Welcome everyone today to our Vastari Connects webinar about interactive immersion. We took the liberty of believing that this is the future of VR. And in order to discuss this topic today, we have three great speakers from production companies that work with virtual reality so that we can get their perspectives. We will be starting with an introduction from each of the speakers about themselves, their companies, and what types of projects they're working on. And then we will be having a discussion about the state of the industry and what's coming up next, followed by a Q&A with all of you. So please take a moment to write in the chat or in the Q&A with any comments of what you'd like to hear. And just to remind you, we have two more webinars in our series for this season. There is one next week on queer and transgender adults, and then the last one is with Random International. So please don't miss them. Without further ado, I think it's good to start with the introductions. So Danielle, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, hi. So my name is Danielle, and I'm head of distribution at Estrella. We're the third branch of Atlas 5, the immersive production studio behind award-winning projects such as Gloomy Eyes, Battle Scar, Ayahuasca, and also part of the team for Spheres. And yes, so today I'm going to go through, I'll switch not just my face, I have some images. I'm going to share my screen and launch into a little presentation about us and what we do. So yes, Estrella is a relatively new branch. Atlas was created in 2017, and since then their content has been distributed and shown across festivals around the world: Sundance, Tribeca, Venice, all the big ones and the little ones as well, and in museums. And so the team decided to create a branch completely dedicated to distribution called Estrella. So we're the third branch. The second is Albion, and they are the team that is making the actual immersive art with developers and digital artists. So yes, before Estrella, Atlas has been creating and showing through immersive exhibitions, sorry, going too fast, different immersive experiences. So these are three examples of some of the works and the physical setups that we've had: Vestige, Battle Scar, and Ayahuasca. So what our goal is and what the origin of Atlas is based around immersive storytelling. So breaking the frontier of what it means to tell a story and how we can adapt this medium, these technological advancements, to bring people into a story in a completely unique way. So I'll talk about our catalog, which includes Atlas, all of the Atlas lineup, as well as projects made outside of Atlas with independent producers and studios. So this is just a selection of some of the projects that we have. We have about 60 projects right now from a variety of different teams. We'd like to work with projects that are emotionally and significantly relevant to today's world, and also a lot of these projects make their way around the film festival circuit. So this is some of the festivals that we've been shown at. And the way that we see our content being broken up is into three different ways. So we work with museums to bring VR experiences, virtual reality, and usually narrative, sometimes interactive experiences in these three ways. So the first is VR to go. So that is, I'm just going to go back to this slide here. That's bringing these stories to people with the work of community outreach, where museums in a very practical way can have virtual reality artworks that community members will rent VR headsets for, and then they can take that directly into their homes. So Vestige is an example of a story that we've worked with the Centre-Fille to bring into people's homes. And so it's a way to do that outreach in a period of time where it's harder to get to the physical museum. The second type of format that we do is immersive art exhibition in Richmond. So this can be a museum will have a certain theme, a curatorial lineup, and they'll look through our catalog and we'll find which project works best for them. So it's a combination of working with curators and providing them all the material to, again, very practically bring immersive content into their spaces and add a dialogue and discussion to lineups that already exist. And then the third that I'll talk about is VR space exhibit. So we can work with museums to come up with a exhibition that shows that is dedicated to their space and their needs based on our catalog and enhancements of what we have. So our catalog can be broken up into, this is the different categories. We have arts, futuristic stories, science and nature, family and education, and social impact. So for the arts, this can be projects that are inspired by paintings or just based around a very artistic side of things. Futuristic stories tend to look at this using the medium to address what it means to exist today. Science and nature, we have a selection of works made by Atlas, but also outside producers that brings science and the world around us with two audiences through this immersive technology. And then family and education is a pedagogical approach to VR. And again, and the last is social impact, which the example I have is Notes on Blindness, one of the earliest works of our founders. That is a project where we take on the position of someone who has lost their sight, and so we can learn what it means to be blind through virtual reality. So our selection of catalog, it depends. We have a wide range. We have things that are 3 duff and 6 duff. So this is just a very simple GIF from the internet that kind of explains that difference. And again, very practically for museums, sometimes it makes the most sense to have 360 work because it's exportable and it's accessible. And other times we want to be able to bring that next level immersion to people through interaction. So this is an example of a project, as I said, Ayahuasca, Cosmic Journey, which was directed by Jan Kunin and produced by Atlas and Small Studio and a few others. And this project has been around, has been exhibited in museums, in domes, VR to go, and is available online. So it's a project that we're extremely proud of because we can reach a very wide audience and create immersion and in a very accessible way. So this is an example of us working with a space that already had an exhibit. So this is, I said VR to go is one of the models that we work with museums and cultural spaces. Another is the exhibition enrichment. So this was an example of that. The other way that we can do things, as I said, is an entire VR exhibit that we plan with the space based on their needs and wants. So the example that I have here is Spheres, which before the pandemic, it was shown at the Rockefeller Center in New York. And this was many different people came to this. We had a wide range of audiences. And what they would do is it's an interactive experience that is directed by Eliza McNitt, where we enter into the cosmos. So it's a longer format experience. Quite a few of our catalog pieces are around this length, about 30 minutes, where people really can dive in and have an event that is a collective experience that then they can share and talk about after. And so very recently in Paris, we wanted to bring that collective experience to with VR to the city that we're based in. So we have currently until the 27th